Chances are you heard about the tobacco lawsuit settlement. I remember there were ads actually running here on CJAD at the time when this was in the news, telling you or letting you know that if you or a relative were eligible, perhaps, there is a deadline by which you can apply, and there's apparently a lot of money at stake here as well. So we thought we'd just kind of bring you up to date because that deadline is coming up before the end of the summer. Philip Trudel is a lawyer and partner at Trudel, Johnston and L'Esperance, and he is on the line. The law firm involved in this case. First of all, Mr. Trudel, thanks for being here this afternoon. I want to just clarify a couple of things. Number one, I want to make sure I have this figure right. 62,000 people have already applied?
Yes, and this number is growing every day.
So how does it work? First of all, who would qualify? As I said, people may have heard the ads or may have forgotten about it. How does this work?
Well, it's not a complicated process, but it could be long to gather all the documents necessary to make a claim. The compensable diseases are cancer of the lung, cancer of the throat, and also emphysema, or what we commonly call COPD grade 3 and 4. So if and you don't have to be. Sadly, I mean, most of our clients passed away because of the long time we had to litigate this thing.
Mm-hmm.
The class action started in 1998, wow. And we are in 2026, and most of our clients are dead. So, but the estate, the heirs of can present claim. So it's a relatively easy process. It's a very friendly and easy process. There are videos that explain how to make a claim, and the website is recourstabac.com, and from there it's easy. We have a team of almost 200 people who can help to file claim.
Okay,
and also to answer class member questions.
So for people who are hearing this and say, "Oh, I didn't know I want to do this," is there a cost to doing this for someone?
No, there's no cost. The only cost maybe is for estates. There's a search, last will search. You have to go to the notary chamber, the bar of Quebec, and there are small fee to pay. So these are costs that may be disbursement you have to incur.
So to have an official document, in other words.
Yes, exactly. Okay. What's important also to state is that if you have a disease that is, and you may qualify for an award, you must prove a diagnosis given prior to a cutoff date, which is March 12, 2012. There's another program for people who got the disease, compensable diseases between 2019 and 2015, and 2019. It's for all Canadians. So if you don't qualify for the class action, you may qualify also for this other program. But my recommendation is to start with to file a claim with us and to our agent, which is ProAxio, which is an affiliate of Raymond Chabot here in Quebec.
So just to understand, this action that you're talking about, is this Quebec residents only, the one you're involved in?
Yes, it's you have to be a resident of Quebec to claim. And the other condition is that the person who claim or the person who died from the disease had to be alive in November 1998. So there are a few criteria to meet, but there's a lot of money to distribute, and for a cancer, the amount could be up to $100,000, and for emphysema it could be up to $30,000. So the people should go and inquire if there's someone in their family or themselves qualify and go through the process, because there's $3.4 billion to distribute for a class member in Quebec. So that's a lot of money. So far, with the claims we believe are going to be accepted and presented so far, there's approximately $2 billion are going to be sent to victims. So there's money left, and people should not wait the last minute, because if they wait in August to make their claim, that's going to slow the whole process, and we don't want that to happen. So if you have a possibility to make a claim, help us to help you and make it now.
By the way, to your point, just because you file a claim or an application doesn't necessarily mean it gets accepted, because the number I saw says of the 62,000 applications that have already been submitted, only 2,000 are complete and fully approved by the class action administrator. Why would that be?
Well, there are two levels of administrator. The first level is with us, which are a mandate of Forexio, and what we're doing is really helping people to present and make sure they have all the relevant documentation to present the claim. After the claim is completed, we send it to another administrator who is appointed by the court to decide if the claim is good or add to some deficiency that can be cured. So the 2,000 and more now decision are the second level decision. But there are many more which are ready and which are under review right now.
Okay.
What I can tell you, the problem we have presently is that we have access to the cancer registry. So when you make a claim, and with your NAM number, we can access this data center and confirm the diagnosis of the cancer. But if you're not on the cancer registry, we write to you and say, well, unfortunately, you're not in the registry, but you can present what we call an alternative proof, which is basically a copy of an extract of the medical file. And we made an agreement with Santé Quebec. There are around 200 archivists working in the hospitals and public healthcare facilities who are in communication with us to help people to gather the relevant information, which is sent directly to us. But this takes time. And you presently there are 26,000 demands which are processed by Santé Quebec and by the health establishment. So imagine the burden they have presently to gather the information and send it to us for complete the review of the file. So that's one of the reasons we have not more claim accepted now, is that there's unfortunately we cannot escape certain delays, and that's why people have to act now and not wait in August or July to make their claim.
Can you just give the web address for people listening if they want to go online? You said there's a way to walk you through this. Where would they go?
They go to recourtabac.com.
recourtabac.com. And all the information will be there. Okay. Is it in English as well? Do you offer it in English?
Let me check. When I'm talking to you, I'm just checking. I think it is tobacco class action. Let me check in the website is bilingual, of course, and there are videos which are also accessible for all people.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. So recordtabac.com, you'll find your way from there, and it is a bilingual website. All right, Monsieur Trudel, thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Canadian women are looking for more out of themselves, their businesses, their elected leaders, and the world around them.
And that's why we're thrilled to introduce the Honest Talk podcast.
I'm Jennifer Stewart.
And I'm Catherine Clark. And in this podcast, we interview Canada's most inspiring women.
Entrepreneurs, artists, athletes, politicians, and newsmakers, all at different stages of their journey.
So if you're looking to connect, then we hope you'll join us.
Listen to the Honest Talk podcast on iHeartRadio or wherever you listen to your podcasts.